morning, guys, from Tampa Bay. I'm out just after sunrise here. I do need to shut that door. Out to do a few things. Number one, get a few miles on the FJR. It's been quite a long time since I've ridden it. Feels very strange. It's been over a month. Big little garbage truck. And it's not because I haven't wanted to. It's just been other stuff going on. The wife and I were away for a week and a half up to Alaska a while ago. And I'll put a link to a little slideshow video I did on Cigar Obsession after we got back. This feels nice. Love the FZ, but man, these two bikes contrast each other in all the right ways. This just feels so different in a good way. They both do what they do so very well. I guess I'll put some fresh fuel in it. It's been probably a good 6 weeks sitting in this tank, so I'll top it off. So after we got back, well, it's been rainy season. Turns out it rained almost the entire time we were gone. And it's been raining every single day since, at least a little bit. So it's a little dry right now. There's still some warm patches on the ground, or wet I should say. But it's a nice time to get out and ride. Just before rush hour. It's 6:45. So I'm just going to tootle around for a while. Man, I tell you, the power delivery on this compared to the FZ, even though the overall acceleration numbers are pretty darn close, it's just so different in the way they get there. The FZ, you've got, good torque, nothing unusually high, but a very free-revving engine and a very lightweight overall package. And you have just gobs of torque here on the FJR. And it just goes like an electric bullet with just a little bit of throttle. No matter what gear you're in, it's just a smooth pull. And then it gets even better than that. If you go up to, say, a Goldwing or a BMW 1600, then it's just like freight train torque. It's just whoosh. I kind of like both. There are times when I really love just gobs of torque, sticking it here in top gear, rolling on the throttle and just lurching forward smoothly, not having to worry about it. It's kind of like an automatic transmission in a car compared to a stick. Then you get something lighter weight that's really fun to run through the gears. There's that big racetrack they're building over there that I was talking about. It's really huge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 different stations times 2. That's 32 pumps plus the main building. It's going to have a restaurant and stuff in it. It's a big building. It's twice the size of anything else around here, even the big ones, like Wawa. So something else that's been really picking up lately around here, we still have the motorcycle deaths, stupid riders, and all that kind of stuff. That's not going to change anytime soon. But what's really picked up this year have been motorcycle thefts. And I'll tell you what, guys, it's low-hanging fruit. Look, I get it. I played the apartment life game till I was in my early 30s. Lived in a lot of apartments. I've moved, 15 or 16 times in my life. I've been at this place for over 10 years, so that gives you a clue. Moved a lot of different insecure parking spaces. And I was smart enough not to have a bike until I had a garage, a secure location to park your toys. It is no joke about at least one a day, at least one bike a day just in the big Facebook local group here reported stolen. It is just astounding. And that's just the ones you hear about. Every single day. Before I left this morning, one got stolen an hour and a half ago, a new BMW sport bike. And they're going after the good stuff. They're not getting piece of crap, beat up bikes. They're getting $10, $15, $20, $30,000 bikes. Doesn't really matter what they are. If they're new and high demand, they take them. And they are all 100% from insecure parking locations. And I mean apartments, condos, gated communities, parking garages, open areas. You just can't do it. You're rolling the dice. And every single person, I get it. You're pissed off. You feel violated. You are, and you should be. But, man, you are making it so easy by leaving your junk out in the open. None of those are secure. None of those are any different than just parking it in a Walmart parking lot overnight. Just out in the open. Hey, here it is. You're not doing yourself any favors. If you don't have a locked, secure, private garage or storage area, it's open game, man. And I'll tell you what, it's not like people aren't trying to protect their stuff. It doesn't matter. These guys are putting on disc locks, GPS trackers, low jack, alarm systems, and it doesn't do any good. Not a bit. Stuff is disabled before they're even leaving the area. Sometimes parts will get recovered, but oftentimes they are just gone for good. They're pros. They know what they're doing. Doesn't matter if you have any device on your bike. They know how to disable it. They know how to shield it. And that's it. It's done. Sure, they might do some good for amateurs, but that's really the low risk of the game. You know what I mean? Now, of course, I'm not blaming anybody. But like I said, you're not doing yourself any favor. Would you put a briefcase of $20,000 and leave it on your front porch for anybody to walk by to take and just put a little chain around it? Of course not. That's stupid. Why would you do that with your bike? Because that's all you're doing. And around here, there is a probably small organized theft gang, because there are many, many reports, and even police are tracking right now, where the method is they're simply going around in a large van, pop open the side door, and a couple guys lift the bike into the van, snip, snip, take off, and done. They've been spotted. They've been on many security cameras around here, different color vans, exactly the same thing happening. And I know you guys have seen some other YouTubers, some motovloggers that have had their bikes stolen, and look where they were stored. Backyard, side of the house, front yard, insecure. You just can't do it. But yet there's going to be a lot of people out there that feel entitled to be able to do whatever they want because it shouldn't happen. Well, I'm the type that says, you know what? The world is messed up. There are a lot of messed up people in it. I accept that, and I'm going to do what I can to mitigate it. I'm not going to just sit there and pretend the world is perfect and operate like, oh, well, it doesn't matter. I'll store my bike wherever, and no one should steal it. And if they do, it's not my fault. Well, congratulations. It's not your fault, and now you have no bike. I'll keep the bike, thanks. So what do? Obviously, there are tons of people out there living in apartments with bikes. And here, parking it in the parking lot there, and you may be under the false security that, oh, well, there's a gate in my apartment complex, and you can't get in without the key code, or a special barcode in the window, or your pass card, or blah, blah, blah. Seriously, dude? Come on. Anybody can get into any gated parking lot that doesn't live there. Period. You follow somebody in, you look for a broken gate, you find the code. Come on. Gates are absolutely meaningless. They are a pure fantasy of security to get you to move there. That's it. That's all they do. They are 100% useless for any kind of security. Again, you may as well be parking in the Walmart parking lot. You are completely vulnerable. Same thing with parking garages. Wow, a little wooden stick that comes down to prevent you from coming in. Gee, I don't know. How would I get through or around that? Can't imagine. Same thing if it's got a roll-down gate or a flip-down door. They're very easy to bypass. I know this. I've lived in those places. Those of you that live there know this. It's not a secret. Every professional thief knows this. Just complete false sense of security. So don't fool yourself. Don't think that any kind of measure you can take with your bike is going to make a difference if you are not securing it. Look at storage units. Every single area around the country has very reasonable locked storage units. Is that a major inconvenience? Yes. Does that mean that maybe you're going to have to find a way to get a ride to your bike if you want to ride it? Yes. But if you don't own a garage, well, that's the situation you have. It's nobody's fault. It's just the way it is. If you've chosen to buy a bike and not have a place to put it, you're at risk. Simple as that. Maybe you have a friend that has a garage. Maybe you can get a group of friends to go in together and rent a storage space. I don't know. Every situation is going to be different. But you really need to think about it. Look, what's it worth to you? What would happen if you go out tomorrow and your bike's not there? What's going to happen? Do you even have insurance on it? If it's stolen, are you just completely out the money? Are you out the transportation? Do you depend on that for your job? How are you going to get to work? Who are you going to call first? Do you have any recourse? Now, isn't that stress, hassle, and expense worth protecting? Maybe you don't care. Maybe your bike's just a complete extra little toy. If it gets stolen, it's not worth anything. Who cares? I don't know. That's not me. Maybe that's some of you. I doubt it. I think most motorcycle owners absolutely love their bikes and they want to protect them. So why wouldn't you do everything you possibly can? Just my opinion. Just what I would do. Anyway, I'm going to go get some breakfast. Kind of getting hungry. I've been up a few hours. I wanted to get some more sleep, but yesterday I started to come down with a little tinge of a head cold, so I took some cold and flu medicine. It zonked me out right away, but only for about 4 hours. Woke up about 2 in the morning, and that's all she wrote. So I was just watching some YouTube, catching up on other motovloggers. Decided, you know what, this morning's a good morning for a ride. So I hope everybody has a great rest of their day or night whenever you're watching this. We'll see you next time.